Hi everybody, it's Big Scribe here, and I just watched Rogue One for the first time. Yes, I know, I didn't see it in theaters, but, that's what happens when you're broke, so... Anyway, not like I didn't try to go see it. I did try and go see it, but I'm one of the few Star Wars fans that I know. My girl's a little bit of a Star Wars fan, but, she went to see it before I did, but I just now got to see it, and it's amazing. But there's one thing that really sticks out to me in the movie, and it's the message of hope and courage. This is not going to be spoiler-free, so if you haven't seen the movie, click off now and go watch the movie, then come back and watch this. One of the things that stuck out to me the most was the message of hope, and it's repeated throughout the entire movie. Rebellions are built on hope. And it sank into my core, that word hope. And it got me thinking about how we in this world are facing so much anger and hatred and war and sin and death. And it just feels like the bad side is always winning and we're always losing. And, this is coming from a personal experience at the moment, too, because you guys know I've been in and out of the hospital a lot, and there's been a lot of stuff going on with me, so I felt like at times there was only bad stuff happening, that the bad side was winning and I was losing and I was getting beaten down. And I think a lot of us feel like that. Like, we feel like we're just never getting anywhere in life, and we feel stuck and like we've been beaten down to the point where we're practically non-existent anymore. We're just a shell of what we once were. And the message of that movie is, in the darkness, there's this tiny, tiny spark of hope. That something as small as a single message can fight away that darkness. Can really turn the tides around in that battle that you have going on in your life. And I know I'm stretching this a bit. It may seem to some people, but I believe all stories have a spiritual message behind them if we really, really look into them. And I believe Rogue One is one of them. And that story is a message of hope, of never giving up. Even when life has dragged you down and beaten you down and you think it's a lost cause, and everybody thinks, what are they fighting for? There's nothing left to fight for. There's still hope. There's still a chance. And the Bible tells us already how this all ends. And it's important that we remember it. And I've said this before in my videos, and I'll say it again because it's one of the most important scriptures to me in the Bible. Because it's a reminder that no matter what, everything's going to be okay in the end. That there is hope and that we are fighting for something that is not a lost cause, but we're fighting for the winning side, for the side that is going to win and the side that wins continuously every single day. And that is the side of the kingdom of God. This is Revelation 21, 2 through 7. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. That tells you how the story ends right there. God's got everything in control, and everything's working to that moment when God himself is going to wipe away all the tears from your eyes. Can you imagine that? All those tears you've been crying, all that horrible pain that you've been facing, God Himself is going to wipe away those tears. Everything is going to be okay in the end if you just trust Him. And, that's another thing that really stuck with me in the movie is the blind man. I can't remember his name, but there's this blind man in the movie, and he still holds on to the hope, the remnants of the Jedi and the Force. He still believes in the power of the Force, even though the Jedi are wiped out, and he doesn't get to see it, of course, but he's technically a witness to the destruction of the last Jedi temple in the movie. And he still has such faith in the Force that he believes that it's a part of everything. And he has this mantra that he repeats. He says, the Force is with me, I am one with the Force. The Force is with me, I am one with the Force. And he says it over and over and over, and this guy is awesome. I mean, he kicks butt in the movie. He's killing stormtroopers, and I mean, he really saves the day in the end. I mean, he's one of the biggest heroes of the movie. And it really made me think about how much do we trust God with all the bad stuff around us. How much do we trust God that we would really be willing to walk blindly into any situation with complete and utter faith in Him. Literally, just walk with God. God is with me. I am one with God. I mean, that's how we're supposed to live. We're supposed to have that level of faith in God that no matter what comes in front of us, it's His plan, His design, and He's going to work it all together for the good of those who believe in Him. So don't give up hope, and don't give up the courage to keep fighting your fight. God bless you. Big Scribe out.